What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, The Bad Batch, episode number 7. Gotta be honest, it feels kind of weird sitting on the couch in the reaction room doing this, because we've been doing it up in the stream room with streams, but decided to just do it down here. But it definitely feels a little odd without Nikki sitting next to me. But The Bad Batch, fantastic show. I'm enjoying every minute of it. And we've gotten a couple episodes now where it's gotten a little bit of a Mandalorian treatment in terms of very singular episode with very specific missions, and they go somewhere and they run into somebody and they meet people. And we met the Martez sisters. We'll reintroduce to them because they were in the Clone Wars. And I've seen a ton of Clone Wars. People keep asking and mentioning it. I saw the beginning of season 7. I saw the end of season 7. So I saw the Bad Batch episodes and all the epic conclusion. I missed the middle with the sisters in it, which is why I didn't recognize them. And I've seen every other important episode of Clone Wars, I believe. It was another one of those episodes where they got sent to go do a mission, and the sisters were there. They ran into them. They had to get some stuff. And it's going to be really interesting to see how the sisters play into this, because they do have a relationship with Ahsoka. I do not believe Ahsoka was the one they were talking to. I'm sticking with my original prediction that I think it's Bail Organa, because it's just the kind of the robe and the very little that we got to see of the hologram. But I feel like it's someone definitely tied to the rebellion, and since we're kind of seeing the start of the rebellion, my first thought was Saw Gerrera, but we've already seen Saw, so there'd be no reason to give us a cliffhanger. I think it's Bail. I think it's going to be something linked to that. That's my first guess, and I saw a lot of comments, a lot of speculation that it could be Rex. Very possible too. That'd be awesome if it was Rex, but I'm sticking with my bet. I'm sticking with Bail Organa just because of his tie to the rebellion and just kind of where they are developing it, starting the rebellion and all that stuff. So that's kind of my guess and my thought on that. Rex is starting to have even more issues. He keeps bonking his head, he keeps having issues, and he even started saying the whole thing that even Crosshair was saying, you know, good soldiers obey orders or follow orders or whatever the saying is. And I feel like one more really hard bonk is going to kind of lead him down the same type of road that Crosshair is possibly on, which is scary because we all love Wrecker, and I personally really enjoy him because I very much identify with him. He's just all about chaos and not about stealth and just going in and blowing stuff up and just handling business, and I think he's hilarious, and I'm really enjoy seeing him in this show. And yeah, I'm very nervous for him because it's progressively getting worse every time he, you know, hits his head, and his chip is starting to function the way that it's supposed to, it seems like. And yeah, if they could figure out a way to like flip it or get it out and fix him and get him back on track, and hopefully maybe get Crosshair back and not have to, you know, kill him and take him out. That'd be fantastic if we get our crew together and they don't have to actually kill their brother. That would be great. But it's been a minute since we've seen Crosshair. It's been a minute since we've seen really anything with the Empire and seen the development and the growth of that. I'm very curious to see where all that goes, and obviously all the stuff with Kamino, the stuff with Omega and that storyline, and kind of learning more about her and just what exactly is her deal. Is she just an enhanced clone? Is she force sensitive? Does she have powers and abilities outside of being able to just see someone do something and then do it herself pretty easily? She's got that dope bow and arrow now, which is a really nice weapon. But yeah, she picked that up real quick, and even training she was screwing up, and then in battle she was fine with it. So I'm very curious to see what her development is, where she goes. This clearly is giving us a slow burn. What exactly is going on? We've got Fennec out there hunting Omega, so I would imagine that she's going to come back into play at some point. This show has been really good. The show's been very interesting. I'm really curious to see if they're going to continue that same type of storytelling where they've got a mission, they go somewhere, they run into someone that we're familiar with, they run something together, and then it kind of gives us a little cliffhanger teaser type thing. I think it's Bail Organa. I think it's definitely something linked to that, and we'll see. And I'm very curious to check out this next episode. Y'all ready? Let's go.
That is one strange-looking lizard.
What's your client want it for?
Don't know, don't care.
As long as you get paid.
Now you're catching on. That means you get paid too.
Hunter?
The mission's over. Can we go?
Again?
It's a tradition. It makes the kid happy.
The kid.
Hi, friend.
That's part of the mission.
There'll be 14 credits for the Mantel mix.
Put it on Sitch Town. Hey, you're in my seat.
Who is that?
But I'm not running a charity here. What's going on in here? Who are you?
Rex, let's go!
Great. Another clone. Just what I needed. This ain't a clone clubhouse, you know.
Captain, it's been a while, boys. Where have you been, Rex? That's a long story.
That's so awesome.
And when the war ended, I guess you could say I've been keeping a low profile.
Imperial files have you listed as killed in action.
Being dead in the Empire's eyes has its advantages. Well, how'd you track us down? Trace and Rafamates. They said a squad of rogue clones helped them on Corellia. They told me I could find you here.
Alright, those who picked Rex, you guys win.
Who is she? Omega. She's a clone, like us.
Well, look who it is.
Yeah, good to see you too, Rex.
Thought you didn't like the regs.
This one we like.
Omega. I've met many clones in my time, but never one like you.
You're a Generation 1,
How'd you know that?
from the lines in your face.
Wow, very observant.
I need one of those med patches.
You used the last one.
What's wrong?
It's just a headache.
Is that so?
If you're concerned about the so-called inhibitor chips, don't be. Our deviant nature appears to have impeded their functionality, except in Crosshair.
You're telling me you haven't removed your chips?
No, not yet.
Rex, those chips make you a threat to everyone around you. What's in your head is more dangerous than you can imagine. I've seen what happens when the chip activates, and I don't want to bury any more of our brothers. Trust me. It is not something you can control. I couldn't. It's a risk you do not want to take. How do you suggest we get them out? Good question. I'll be in touch.
I don't like this plan.
We agreed to meet Rex on Braca. That's what we're doing.
He wants to cut open my head.
All of our heads, actually.
Not mine. I don't have an inhibitor chip.
Why not? That's not fair.
How's the chip scanner coming?
What is this place?
A starship graveyard. I'm picking up Rex's beacon. Right on time.
How's a junk planet gonna help us?
Braca may not be much to look at, but it has exactly what we need. I had my inhibitor chip taken out on a Jedi cruiser just like that. That's where we're heading.
Then why are we laying all the way over here?
It's the Scrapper Guild. They control this entire planet. We need to keep out of sight from their patrols. Let's move. Fives tried to warn me about the chips, but I didn't understand at the time. It's still hard to believe now. How did you boys find out about them? Omega, the kid?
She knows a lot of shit. Probably more than she should.
What is it?
Stay above the waterline. The last time I was aboard one of these, it didn't end so well. If the inhibitor chip isn't something you can control, how'd you get yours out? I had help.
Yeah, you did.
Nicely done.
You're up, Wrecker. Yeah, my head doesn't hurt anymore. I'm fine. You guys go without me.
More heights.
Whoa! That was close.
Oh, no, no, no.
What's that?
Oh, shit.
Time to get scanned, Wrecker.
Let's get this over with.
And what if something goes wrong? I'll be left here with no one.
We're not going anywhere, Omega. You're stuck with us for the long run. Got it?
Get that away from me!
Something's not right.
We need to speed this up. When the Regs attacked the Jedi on color, we didn't understand why. We couldn't save the General, but at least we helped the Padawan escape.
Relax.
Oh shit.
You're in direct violation of Order 66. Destroy the equipment if we don't get him out of here. You're all traitors!
Ah, shit, dude.
Come on, Ricker. Let's snap out of it.
Dude, this sucks.
All clones in violation of Order 66 shall be terminated.
This isn't you, Ricker.
Conspiring with traitors makes you guilty of treason.
Stop! I don't want to hurt you. I'm your friend.
Good soldiers follow orders.
Got him. Stun mode, let's go. Thanks, Rex.
The procedure's complete. He is live, but his vitals have not stabilized. We won't know more until he regains consciousness.
Come on, man.
He's awake.
Welcome back. 1 chip down, 3 to go.
Alright, so since this worked, can we fucking go get Crosshair, please, and get his chip removed? Get him back with the batch?
About what happened. I tried to control it. I tried as hard as I could. I just couldn't make it stop.
God, that sucks.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
The mission's over. We can't break tradition.
I like these two together.
I spent my life defending the Republic. Can't stop now. The Republic's going, Rex. Not all of it. We're here. Others are out there too. Your squad's skills would be a tremendous asset. Things aren't like before. Priorities have shifted. Omega needs us, and I have to do what's best for my squad. Which is what? When you sort things out, let me know where you land. Tell the boys I'll see them around. Stay out of trouble. I was gonna say the same to you.
It's good to see you, Rex.
Captain, if you're ever in a bind, you know how to reach us.
Is that Fennec?
Intruders confirmed on the Jedi cruiser. Notify the Empire.
Oh, damn. That's not good. Ah. Notify the Empire. Hail to the nah. That was another really good episode. It was very tense. I'm glad that they finally figured out a way to handle this chip issue, and Rex won't be having any more issues. He could go on bonking his head all he wants now. He's just gonna get a normal headache, not a crazy inhibitor chip. Good soldiers follow orders. I'm gonna kill you guys type of headache. That shit was crazy. But this show does at some point, and I think it's gonna happen soon, because we are pretty much at the halfway point where next episode is episode 8, and this is a 16 episode season. It's gonna have to pick up the pace a little bit, because that's like 3 episodes in a row that they've basically gone off and like done side missions, and we haven't heard much from the Empire in a few episodes. I think what we just heard right there at the end is going to change that for the next episode. I think we're going to get more Crosshair in the next episode. I wonder where Fennec's at. That's kind of who I thought was spying on them there at the end there. But y'all who called out Rex, good call. It makes sense. They needed to figure out a way to get this chip issue resolved and fixed, and since he had his removed, he was the best one to help them get theirs removed. I was still kind of hoping at the fact that it was Bail Organa. I think it was interesting if he did pop up, but the Rex thing makes a ton of sense. It was great to see Rex again. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see where we go from here. And again, I feel like the pace is going to start picking up a bit. I feel like we're going to start kind of plowing forward at a high speed because it's been a slow burn. It's been a slow development. And I've enjoyed it because I've kind of expected that based off of the length of the episodes or the season that is. And just kind of the way this show started for the first few episodes or whatever. But yeah, this whole thing with Omega, the fact that she was able to look at Rex and just know that he was first generation, just like, she's very observant. She's very smart. She's obviously very capable of handling things and very fast learner. I still think there's a possibility. I've backed off it a little bit. I feel like the idea that she's force sensitive is she's just an enhanced clone with a lot of ability. I mean, overall, it was another just very simple episode. They had to go accomplish a mission. Rex was there. Rex got aggressive when he realized that they still had their chips in. He got his hand on his blaster, and then they handled the problem, and the mission was accomplished. And I kind of mentioned it. I hope they could somehow get control of Crosshair and maybe get his chip removed so they don't have to kill him. Because at one point, it felt like I don't feel great for the future of our crew here for the Bad Batch, but I didn't think Wrecker was going to get killed now. There was a little bit of concern, but I'm like, if this dude got any more out of control, they're going to have to take him out. But thank God Rex had his stun mode on his blaster so that he could just stun him and put him in the machine to get the chip removed. But yeah, I'm wondering if the encounter with Crosshair is going to result in any of the Bad Batch dying, if Crosshair dies, or if they're going to be able to subdue him and get the chip removed so we could get our batch together full strength again and kind of see where they go from that moment. But I feel like we're going to get a lot of involvement with the Empire coming up because of, again, the way it ended, and Crosshair's hunting them. Fennec is hunting them. We're still not exactly sure. Like, I think it's obvious that she's working for Camino and looking for Omega. It's not confirmed. But yeah, there's a lot of moving parts. I feel like things are going to start coming together. I don't think we're going to see Rex again. I don't think we're going to get the Martez sisters again. I think they all serve their purpose, kind of like in The Mandalorian, where we got an Ahsoka episode and we didn't see her again. And these singular kind of like branching off the main storyline to go do these side missions to kind of bring it all back to the main story, which is, I think we're going to get back there soon. And patience, I think that's very important with the long first season of this show. I think it's important for the storytelling because, again, it's slow burn. We're telling a story. I think it's going to be a long story and kind of just seeing where it goes. I'm really excited. Again, the seeds have been planted with the birth of the Empire, the start of the rebellion, all that stuff, like with Fennec and Tarkin, Saw Gerrera, and just all the different elements that we've been introduced to so far. I'm sure all of that stuff's going to come back together. We're going to start pushing forward on this story a lot, and I think it's going to be great because I've enjoyed this very much. I think it's been really interesting. I really am digging the storytelling that they do with these animated shows. It's fantastic. They're really good, and it's very interesting. And again, the possibilities of what they could do, especially in this time zone, they've already shown us. There's just so many opportunities to expand, and this episode even got a mention of Kanan again and the situation that he was able to get away. So I'm wondering if he's going to play a part in any more of these episodes going forward, if he's going to pop back up. And yeah, I'm just very interested to see how the Bad Batch, now that they got their chips removed, how are they going to go about handling Crosshair and getting that whole situation figured out, and then the involvement with the Empire, because, you know, Tarkin knows who they are because they auditioned for him and they're fully aware that they're out there. So they're going to get a call saying that this crew is out here. They're going to know, and it's going to progress the story for sure, because I love seeing the Empire stuff. I love seeing the Rebellion stuff, and yeah, let's just see where it goes. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys thought. Where do you think this show is going? Have you had the patience to enjoy it up to this point? Leave all your comments down below. Catch y'all next time. Have a good one. Bye.